Hey fam, so we're going to dive a little deeper into what the PI is talking about and how the investigation could be impacted by the PI, because apparently this adds some legal problems onto the process because now the chain of custody can be broken with evidence. So let's talk about it. So the private investigator, Steve Fisher, he's saying that he found crucial evidence at the scene that LAPD did not take with them that he thinks could be absolutely crucial to this case. He's saying that he found some disturbing items and tools at the location that don't quite make sense because it's like farming equipment that could help them dispose of Celeste. He also said he found handwritten notes about what to do about Celeste. So now are we talking not just one perpetrator, maybe there's two? Are we going to have co-conspirators here? Not only that, but he is really convinced that there was a sadistic plan because of that evidence that he found to dispose of her in greater lengths, and that the Tesla was just indeed a holding spot. The Tesla went to its final resting place on July 29th, 2025, and that's when he's saying was when he saw the person parking the car. He didn't see them on the Tesla cameras itself, but he did see them on a neighborhood camera because this person actually got into the Tesla and they rolled down the window. It wasn't very hot that day, and he's saying it was in the low 70s. There was no real reason to roll down the windows, besides that maybe it smelled really bad in the car because Celeste was in there. So the final proof of life that Fisher could find of Hernandez is January 2nd. So that was in our last video as well. I did look back. It is still saying that Steve Fisher thinks that January 2nd was the last time that anybody could really see her. Which is pretty interesting too, because that would mean that the girl that was at that concert was not Celeste. Will we know that for sure until we get greater evidence that links both the PI and LAPD's findings? We're not sure. The problem with bringing in a private investigator is that it breaks the chain of custody for a lot of the evidence. The PI's actions and public statements have created controversy over evidence integrity. Experts, including FBI agents, have raised concerns that because a civilian collected the new evidence, its chain of custody is now broken, potentially making it unusable in court. Experts are hoping that that private investigator knew not to actually collect evidence on his own, but to call LAPD to collect it for themselves if he was to find it. You can watch Steve Fisher he's been on Nancy Grace, he's been on News Nation, he's been with Steve Weber in multiple spots on YouTube right now, and he'd be talking about the David case and the integrity of it. What do you guys think of this? Do we think that bringing on a private investigator is going to help or hurt the situation? And on top of that, what kind of farming equipment are we talking about here?